Hey y'all, it's your girl. And I'm back with another video. I am continuing my Venus series. My last video was Venus in Libra. Now it's Venus in Scorpio. So let me say this before I even get started, okay? Let me say this. I'm a Venus in Scorpio. This is my placement, okay? So I'm trying not to be biased. I'm gonna try to give it what it is, okay? But this placement is very near and dear to me because it's my placement and because I understand it so well and because it took me a long time to master this energy, and I'm still learning. It's a very deep energy. Okay, so this is my Venus in Scorpio from a Venus in Scorpio interpretation. So yeah, so first and foremost, Venus is in detriment in Scorpio. Venus does not like to be in Scorpio, and I'm about to tell you why. So Venus is the planet of love and beauty and joy and compassion and, beauty and, all things fluff and dreams and bondage and not bondage, but like being bound with someone in relationship, platonic and romantic, love in all forms. That's Venus. Scorpio is the sign of depth, death, rebirth, transformation, darkness, the deep, the mud, the ugly parts of life, the parts that everyone is afraid of, the scars, the sores, the trauma, that's Scorpio. So when Venus is in Scorpio, she does not like to be here because I said I wanted lightness. You bringing me to the underworld where I'm not familiar. Like, I'm clutching my pearls down here, babe. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm clutching my fucking pearls down here, babe, because what is happening? So Venus is very, 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 very uncomfortable in this sign, okay? So what does it mean to have and operate and live with the Venus in Scorpio? So Venus in Scorpio is very... So first of all, Scorpio is a feminine water sign, okay? It's a feminine water sign. Very deep, very like attaching, When I was younger, I used to say like, once I sink my teeth in you, like I'm unforgettable. Like you will never forget me. And it's a fact. If you are dating or dealing with or have dealt with a Venus in Scorpio, you'll never forget them. And they may, be an unhappy memory, or they may be a good memory, but they will always have a stain on your brain. That's just the energy of Venus and Scorpio. They are unforgettable. And I'm not just saying that because, I'm a Venus in Scorpio, but because I have real life proof, like anybody that I have ever dealt with, that has ever loved me or I have ever loved, they never go away. They never go away. Never. They always come back. They always try to double back. They always try to check back in. They always try. Eighth grade shit. Like, I'm no bullshit. People that eighth grade relationships still are trying to see what's up with me. I'm 31. I can't make this up. The characteristics of a Venus in Scorpio is depth, attachment, and sometimes, most times, it's not healthy attachment. You know, Venus in Scorpio has to learn hard through love. And it's unfortunate, but the transformation that comes after the heartbreak is beautiful, and you will never be the same. But Venus and Scorpios have to learn the hard way through love. They have to learn through trial and error. They have to learn through heartbreak over and over and over and over and over again. Venus and Scorpio oftentimes wants what it cannot have. So this may look like, sometimes, not all, but it may look like you dealing with people who are in a relationship already. You're dealing with married people. Or it doesn't have to be to that extreme. It could just be you dealing with someone who has shown you that they are not available for you in the way that you want to be, that you want them to be available. And because it's forbidden, this is what makes it like a mind fuck. Like, because it's forbidden and you're not supposed to have it, and you know in your heart that I'm not supposed to be doing this. This person is terrible for me. But because it's forbidden and it feels like I'm not supposed to be doing this, you want it even more. It almost feels like a challenge to your psyche. It almost feels like, give it to me. You said I can't have it, but I'm about to take it. Like, that's how it feels to a Venus in Scorpio. Oh, I can't have it. You won't willingly give it to me. I'm going to take it. And not in a weird way, but, not in a creep way, but in a way that's like, oh, you don't want to love me? I'm finna watch this. Venus and Scorpio has a very much so like, oh, watch this type of energy. And a lot of times they destroy themselves with that mindset because that person already showed you that they not fucking with you. And they can't hold your depth. They can't hold your love. They can't hold your intensity. They can't hold your devotion. They can't hold what is you. They cannot hold it. But because this feels like a challenge, and because this feels so forbidden, and because this feels like I can't have it, but I want it, you put yourself in situations where you hurt yourself repeatedly. And in my early 20s, that's what I dealt with the whole time. Dealing with people who I knew did not have my best interest at heart, but because it felt good, because we had such a so like pulsating sexual attraction to one another. I needed it. I wanted it. I had to have it. And I hurt myself a lot, operating in my lower nature Because let's be honest, like Venus in Scorpio is a very sexy placement. They have a sex, some people have to be taught sex appeal. Some people don't have sex appeal. Or some people, they have to work at sex appeal. Some people have to learn how to be sexy. But a Venus in Scorpio, they are sex. I am sex. No, for real. Like, it just comes natural. I don't have to try. I don't have to think about it. It's the way I walk. It's the way I talk. It's the way I turn and move my eyes. It's the way I dress. It's the way I touch, your shoulder. Like, everything about a Venus in Scorpio is intoxicating. It gives and breathes and breeds sex. So a lot of times people may just want bits and pieces of you. They don't want the whole thing. They want to experience you, but you scare the shit out of them. I get all the time, you look dangerous. All the time. You dangerous. You look like trouble. From random people sometimes. Sometimes from people that I'm talking to. But man at the gas station, you look dangerous. And it used to scare me that people used to say that. Like, damn, how I look dangerous. Like, But now I embrace it because, yeah, don't come over here playing. Don't come over here playing. Now that I've grown and my grown woman, don't come over here playing. If you're not serious, if you're not for real, if you're not ready to lock the fuck in, don't even come over here fucking with me because you're not ready for this. Feel me? And you scare people, Venus and Scorpio, because you have this aura about you that's like, you probably maybe might kill me, but I want to see though. Like, Venus and Scorpio has this, you may or may not like be the scariest thing I've ever seen, but it's like a scary movie. Like, like when you go see a scary movie and like this shit is scary. Like, it's about to scare me. It's about to jump scare me. It's about to make me jump. It's about to, frighten me. But I still put my clothes on and paid my money and got the popcorn and went to go see it. I put myself in this predicament to be frightened. I put myself in this predicament to be, devoured in this way. I put myself in this predicament. Like, I just had to see what was up. Like, I just wanted to see. Venus and Scorpio is very magnetic. They have a very, like, come to me type of aura, type of vibe, type of energy. They have a very, like, pulling energy. Very much so. They have a very, like, mysterious, quiet mystique about them. And they don't have to do anything. Like, they're not loud. For example, like a Venus in Leo is kind of loud. They have an energy that says, look at me, but it's because I want people to look at me. Venus in Scorpio is, you don't got to look at me, but you gonna look at me type of energy. Like, they the girl or the young man that's in the party that's to themselves, that's not talking to nobody, that's in the back, scoping the scene, back to the wall because I need to see everything in a dark place. And they just command the room. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to speak. People just naturally, like, want to see. Like, it's weird. It's the weirdest thing. Like, people just are enamored and they just are so curious. You know, they just so curious to see what's on your mind, what you thinking. They want to know more. They want to be involved. And Venus and Scorpio, that is a gift and it's a curse. But you have to have discernment because, like I said, a lot of times people come into our lives to experience us in a sexual way, in an intimate way, in a way that pleases the physical. But when they get deep, we scare the shit out of them. They get scared. They get frightened because I'm not ready for this depth. I wasn't ready to transform like this because a lot of times Venus and Scorpio brings up what people are hiding. So yeah, I'm sexy. You know, you for sure are attracted to me. You for sure want to see what I'm hitting on, if you know what I'm saying, for sure. But the deep-seated wounds that you have been hiding for years, when the Venus and Scorpio comes into your life, they're going to bring them up. They're going to make you think about things that you don't think about. They're going to bring up fears and anxieties and wounds and traumas that you haven't thought about in years. I had a woman tell me, you make me think about things that I've never thought about. You make me think about things that I've been scared to think about. You have made me think about things that I never thought about. And that's triggering and empowering at the same time. That's why Venus and Scorpio is unforgettable. Because not only did I arouse you in a sexual manner, but I also transformed you. If you have ever dealt with the Venus in Scorpio, you will never be the same. Ever. You will never be the same. Venus in Scorpio is transformative. Venus in Scorpio is a catalyst for change. Once a Venus in Scorpio enters your life and leaves your life, it will never be the same. And I stamped it. Excuse me. I need some water. Hold on. I've been talking a lot. Venus in Scorpio touches parts of the wound that you thought was healed, and it's not. Venus in Scorpio is a force. It's a force. Venus in Scorpio devours. It's not cute and light like a Venus in Libra, Venus in Cancer. Like, no. Don't come over here unless you're ready. Okay? So I don't want to make this video too long. So let's talk about the aesthetic. Venus in Scorpio often likes deep colors, black, burgundy, red. A lot of times you may see Venus in Scorpio have a lot of tattoos. You know, like I'm really hit. Like you probably, can't see, but Venus and Scorpio, like they have this aesthetic, where it's like, very gothic, but maybe not all the times, but they probably have a lot of tattoos. They probably have a couple of piercings. They just look magnetic. They look like, tell me more. You feel me? Like they just have this aura, this presence about them that is irresistible, and it scares you, but like, tell me more. Yeah, Venus and Scorpio can be very possessive. They can be very manipulative. They can be very controlling. Venus in Scorpio attaches quickly, and it takes a long time for them to eradicate themselves from a connection that they have bound themselves to. Even if it's hurting them, it takes a long time to remove what is killing them. Like, let's be honest, like the scorpion is one of those animals that will fight to the death. There's no like, okay, I'm done fighting. No. A scorpion, if a scorpion is fighting another scorpion, it's not like, okay, I'm done fighting, I'm tired. No, one of us is going to die. That's just what it is. Either it's going to be me or it's going to be you, but one of us won't be here anymore. That's the intensity of a Scorpio. And it's scary to some, but it's intriguing to others. So, advice that I would give to a Venus in Scorpio, advice that I would give to my younger self, is to basically know that nothing belongs to you. I don't give a fuck how much you feel like it belongs to you. It's for you. This is yours. Nothing is yours. Experience people, and when the connection begins to hurt you, because you know, Venus and Scorpio, you can feel it. When the connection begins to hurt you, release it. Don't be bitter. Release it with a full heart. And let it be what it is. Once it begins to hurt you and you see yourself self-destructing, release that shit. That's not a sign to clench and hold on tighter. No, that's a sign to let go. Venus and Scorpio, one of Venus and Scorpio's biggest lessons in life is to let go. Let go. Let go. Let it go. And it's so hard for Venus and Scorpio to let go because I feel like that's mine. But you got to let it go or it's going to drag you to the bone. Listen to me clearly. I don't speak on nothing that I don't know about. Also, advice I would give to a Venus and Scorpio is be stingy with your body. You feel me? Be stingy with your body. Everybody don't deserve that part of you. And not that Venus and Scorpio is promiscuous, because people get the wrong idea with Venus and Scorpio. When they think of Venus and Scorpio, they think, oh, sex. Venus and Scorpio or Scorpio placements are just freaky, because that's what westernized astrology has placed upon the Scorpio sign. But that's the furthest thing from the truth. Venus and Scorpio, they don't have sex easily. They have to have a mental connection first. They have to have a bond. It has to be emotional first. Before I lay down with you, I'm not just gonna just lay down with you just because. No. Either I have to be curious enough that I want to do that, or we bonded like that. One of the two. It'll never just be because it happened. It just happened. No, that's not a Venus and Scorpio. Period. It's either because I was curious and I wanted to see what was up with you, or we just bonded like that and they just came with the emotional bond that came with it. So I would say be selfish with your body. Don't let people in like that, because sex with the Venus and Scorpio is otherworldly. Okay? It's otherworldly. Some of the best lovers ever. Deep and passionate and, just one of the best lovers that you'll ever have. For sure. So be selfish with that, Venus and Scorpio. Not everybody deserves your devotion. Not everybody deserves your love. Some people are genuinely scared shitless from you. I will also say, Venus and Scorpio, stay away from Venus air signs. Now, you can do what you want. I'm just telling you my experiences. A Venus in Gemini, Venus in Aquarius, y'all gonna get on each other's nerves. Because while they're being all light and airy and floating and flittering in the air, you want the depth, you want the meat. You want to connect in a deep way, and they like, I'm not trying to do all this shit. You need another water sign placement or somebody with deep 8th house placements. You need somebody that's not afraid of you. Because you scary. You need somebody that's not afraid to go there with you. And the last thing I would say, because we almost at 30 minutes, is to trust your intuition. You know. Trust that, because you know. Be selfish with yourself. Only give yourself to the worthy. Don't give anything to people because you want them to have it. Give it to them because they deserve that shit from you. Don't give people anything because you want them to have it. Give it to them because they deserve it and they have proven themselves. Only give it to the proven. Yeah. So that was my interpretation on Venus and Scorpio. I know it was long, but like I said, I'm a Venus and Scorpio, y'all. And this is such a beautiful placement. It's in detriment, but it's such a beautiful placement. So deep, so passionate, so dark and beautiful. It's really a blessing to have. It really is. After you get through the transformation, after you get through the heartbreak, and you know your worth, and you know what deserves you and what does not deserve you, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. A beautiful placement. Okay? And also, one last thing. Don't water yourself down. Don't water yourself down for shallow motherfuckers. Go let them be shallow with somebody else. Don't feel like you're too much. Because for the right person, you just enough. So, yeah. That was my interpretation. Comment, like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. Fellow Venus and Scorpios, please put down in the comments if I hit this shit on the nose like I feel like I did. Okay? I love y'all. Y'all, I'm so grateful to be able to share this content and my perspective with you guys. Astrology is really it's the love of my life. So yeah, until we meet again, y'all, peace.